Hello again, weary traveler. It seems our paths are continuously crossing. Last time we left off, we had recruited the white mage Ophelia to our plight. This time, we shall be doing some side quests before heading off to get another companion.
Hello.
Ah, how nice to meet a new face. I am Miles. I was recently done the great honor of being appointed the Knights Ardent. In fact, my late father, rest him, was also a member of the Knights Ardent. Though he was stripped of his cloak for the crime of deserting in the midst of battle. Even now, after all these years, it is difficult to believe such slander to be true. My father would have never abandoned his fellow knights in battle. Alright. Well, not much we can do there for now, unfortunately. It's no good. I simply cannot see the way of it. That's it! It's all over now. My research is done with. I'm finished. All my research shall now suggest that the Jotun should reside somewhere in this land. But I cannot find the proof. There was only some proof that my years of research weren't for naught. So begins the tale of the slumbering giant. And again, cannot do anything with that for now. So instead, we will continue onwards, heading eastbound, southeastbound, to meet the scholar. This is not the way to go.
There is no choice. I'll do my best.
Ice Wizard level 2, eh?
Coming, if that.
Not weak to bows.
I'll do my best.
Get that break.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Capture.
My turn now.
And
Letting
now,
my holding back
fuck
nothing.
him up.
The hunt endeth.
Get that tasty experience. Because we need to be level 7 before we reach the next town, so it would be good to get that experience while we can. So we need to exit from the south of this town, not the east here. There's a south exit. Need to beat the shit out of this
Letting
woman.
us hunt him. What next?
Ow.
Letting my arrow.
And she's dead. Well, just knocked out. Not
I
dead.
honor thee, my quarry.
But she was guarding this house. I wanted to know what she was guarding. I'd rather find another place to settle. What to do. Okay, so there's a cell sword in here. That's all you were guarding, woman? But why? Maybe there's a way out here. Let us check the trail. See what we can find. Up. Alright.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunted.
I'll not be defeated.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Get that double break.
Letting my. I honor
Untouchable
thee, my quarry.
and break. That bonus experience and that bonus money. Always what we need. I didn't read this. Would like to read this. Atzelden. Oh, Atlas Den. Alright. So this is how we get to Sirius. Or Cyrus. I imagine it's Cyrus. Don't know why you would not
Now,
just go
let
through
us hunt him.
I'll do my
the
best.
city, but whatever. I don't feel like fighting those guys. North Atlas Dam Flats. Are you telling me we're already in I was about to say. It's like we're already in the city of Atlasdam?
Flame, protect us.
Oh, hello.
What next? Rain and arrows up on them.
Okay, so you're not weak to bows. Good
I'll
enough.
do my best. There!
You are vulnerable staffs, though.
Come in, if thou darest.
I'll not be defeated.
Alright, these guys can take a beating. Interesting.
Well then. Yeah.
What next? What next? Come in.
Oh, Lynn! Boom. So they weren't weak to that either.
Thou didst fight with courage.
Huh. Break for the bonus experience. If nothing else, I always want to try and get the break in the battle. Untouchable is fine not to get. But the break, I feel, is a must have. Noble Court, Flames Grace. Guess we'll go to Atlas then.
Let us begin.
Hello, frog people.
Let in the hunt beginning.
My turn now.
Let in the hunt begin.
Well then. I'll do my best.
Holy light!
Sacred light.
Oh.
Let in the hunt beginning.
Level 1? No, not worth it.
Come
Fuck that frog in particular.
My turn now.
Come in, if thou darest. Let it.
Boom.
I honor thee, my quarry.
Just following the path, going off the path. The Whistle Wood, danger level 15. We might go back there shortly, because Whistle Wood, it says recommended 15. We are 9, I think. We're 9? No, we're 8. Okay. Oh my god.
begin.
That's a lot of frogs.
Let in the
No, that's something big. Let's just go. Rain of arrows.
rain and arrows up on them.
Well then,
Something the night.
well then.
Fuck that frog in particular.
Let in my arrow fly and true.
No, not a pounce. You should have done a swipe. Damn. Could have gotten the untouchable. if you
Let
did.
in the hunt.
I'll do my best. Ha!
And it's dead.
The flame guides us true.
And Hanat is now level 9. Solid. We are now in Atlasdom.
How fare thee? And thus,
Libraries aren't for me. My cows are my priority. Healing grape, medium.
Hi ho! Fare thee well then.
Alright, well, we need to find someone who can possibly join our party here. Oh, found this huge egg just lying around. Isn't it amazing?
Yes!
For a scholar, yeah, it's not a bad idea, kid. We both can benefit from a shield. So go with the cheaper one. So that way we can get 2 of them. Pointed hat. Pointed hat. Goes to Hanat. And the circlet definitely goes to Ophelia. So both of those. Alright, onwards.
hello there.
Apothecary. The Royal Palace is just a ways north from here. What apothecary would he have? Mental augmentation. Interesting. Need to go to the palace gates, though. There's a certain scholar we must find here. Ah, there he is.
Hello?
Yes. I think I now know who stole that tome. Perhaps I should just go have a chat with him. Just to make sure we all understand one another. His name is Cyrus. He is a scholar. This is Atlasdom, nestled in the fertile plains of the Flatlands. It is the home of the Royal Academy, where many a scholar studies night and day, to bring the light of knowledge to the royal family and to all of the realm. He passes his days in the halls of the great library, devouring tomes to his heart's content. It is the library where he learns of a grievous theft, certain that one of his fellow scholars is the culprit. Cyrus sets out alone to confront the man in a shadowy subterranean study. He will need wise allies on the path he has chosen. Take Cyrus along? Yes. Hear the beginning of his tale? Yes!
And so it was that Atlasdam was founded some 2 centuries ago. Indeed, our fair city-state is among the longest standing on the continent of Austera. But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago. Now, who can tell me its name? How about you, Cyrus?
I think it was...
Now. No need to get all flustered. There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn. The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor. Let's see. I believe it was Hornburg.
That is correct. Hornburg was ruled over by a royal family, said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlastan was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the Flatlands. Who can tell me how many clans lived in the Flatlands at the time? Your Highness?
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the Flatlands in those days.
Correct you are, Your Highness. It was a time of great strife here in the Flatlands as the 8 clans waged a long and bitter war. Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago. At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland. Ironically, this compelled the warring tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time. Don't forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture. And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Yes, Professor. Thank you. Another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
His name is Cyrus Albright?
Hello?
Ah, Professor Albright. Mercedes from the Royal Library came by with a message for you. Seems today's your lucky day. You've been granted permission to enter the special archives.
Splendid!
Finally, I can begin my research. The library is just outside the palace. I'd best make haste. Hey guys, GSmith624 here, cutting into the video here for a second. You may notice there's like a weird skip here, and that's because, the video corrupted at this point, so I just went back and re-recorded this bit. So that's what we're doing right now. That's why there's going to be the weird skip right here. Apologies for that.
Oh.
How the fuck... I still don't understand this. This is the second time I've seen it. How the fuck did she beat us down the stairs? Oh, excuse me. Professor!
Professor Albright.
Professor Albright! Oh, thank heavens, you're still here. I thought I had missed you.
Your Highness.
What can I do for you, Your Highness?
The truth of the matter is...
If you could spare the time, I had a question about something we learned today.
But of course!
But of course, Your Highness. It would be my pleasure to answer anything.
Mm-hmm.
After all, my role as your tutor is as important to me as any of my research. Unfortunately, I cannot spare much time. Is the question a quick one?
Indeed.
Yes, Professor. It will not take long. I was just wondering about the ancient religion of Hornburg. Pray tell, what did they worship?
Very astute of you.
A very astute question, Your Highness. However, I fear that nearly all the texts detailing the nature of the religion were burned and lost when Hornburg fell. I see. A shame, that.
The truth is...
I do, however, have a theory of my own. I believe that the royal family of Hornburg were guardians of an ancient power. Mind you, this is not ideal speculation. My theory is based on the fact that...
Oh.
Let us continue this discussion another time. Ah, shit. That was the wrong voice. Let us continue the discussion another time. My apologies for keeping you, Professor.
With pleasure.
No need for apologies. It would be my pleasure, Your Highness. That such questions occur to you is a sign of a sharp and curious mind.
Why, thank you.
Your lectures on the history of the realm are most fascinating to me. For if I do not learn of our past, how can I hope to lead my people to a bright future?
Indeed.
A most admirable philosophy, Your Highness. The people of this land are truly fortunate to be led by one of such wisdom and kindness. As am I truly fortunate to have the opportunity to serve in some small way. You are far too kind, Professor Albright. I am proud to be your student.
Ah,
Oh dear, I'm running late.
good day.
Pray do not forget your assignment, Your Highness.
Farewell.
Of course, Professor.
Ah, Therese.
Oh, hello there, Therese.
Yes?
Did you have a question for me as well?
No.
I mean, no. Good day, Professor.
Hmm?
What? Okay, on to the next part. Woo, and here we go.
It's me, Cyrus.
Good day, Mercedes. Cyrus Albright here to browse the special archives. Oh, Professor Albright, you were so expected. When I heard that the original copy of The Church of the Flame, A Complete Historia, had been donated to our archives, I really had to be the first to see it.
I see.
You're more on top of our collection than I am. Just sign here.
With pleasure.
With pleasure. Is something amiss?
Actually,
For someone known as the most brilliant mind in the Royal Academy. When you talk about books, you're as giddy as a schoolboy. When you put it that way, yes. Much as a child is fascinated by a new toy, I am titillated by the prospect of acquiring new knowledge.
I see.
Right, the expression on your face says it all. Anyway, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your quest for knowledge, Professor.
Many thanks.
Many thanks, my dear. I most certainly will.
What have we here?
How odd. The tome is nowhere to be found. Did someone return it to the wrong shelf? Not here either.
An interesting dilemma.
These archives are strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone?
Professor Albright!
Professor Albright, the headmaster would see you at once. Of all the times, oh well. Might I ask of you a favor? What might that be?
The truth
The tome I
is-
mentioned before seems to have gone missing. Can you locate it for me?
I see.
Missing? Huh. I'll begin looking at once, Professor.
Many thanks.
Many thanks, my dear.
Cyrus Albright, by your request, sir.
Do enter. My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis. You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archives. The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure. It is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peers.
You are to share nothing! That wisdom is for the Academy and the Academy alone.
But that goes against everything.
Enough, Cyrus!
Even my best argument is sure to fall on deaf ears. The Headmaster sees knowledge as a medal or precious stone, something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone. Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude, indeed. My sincere apologies, Headmaster. It won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You may go. Wait, there was one last thing.
Sir?
I heard the special archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
I said it before and I'll say it again. This guy's a fucking dick.
Good gods. It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer.
He probably does.
Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Back to your regularly scheduled program now, though. I'm out.
Enter.
Excuse me.
Cyrus?
What's the matter?
What is it, Cyrus?
Hmm. ...
It's about Professor Albright, sir. What are you doing, Cyrus? Cyrus, I thought we were friends.
Hello there. Sure as rain.
Can I help you?
Ah, Professor Albright.
A moment of your time.
Did you have any luck finding the tome?
My apologies.
I'm afraid not.
Say it is not so.
Well, this is most unfortunate. One might conclude that it has been stolen.
Actually,
Professor, taking books out from these archives is strictly forbidden. As you know, the keys to the vault are entrusted to only a select few. Quite honestly, it'd be easier to steal the crown off the king's head.
Aho!
An impregnable vault, a disappearing tome. It seems we have quite the mystery on our hands. And the mysteries of the world are meant to be solved. Or so the scholar in me says. Would you not agree? If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for the city guard. But I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were.
Indeed!
You could say that, indeed. A habit I just can't seem to break. Once a puzzle is placed before...
I see.
For me... It must be tough being a genius.
Leave it to me.
I'll not deny it. Worry not. The tome will be back on the shelf before you can bat an eyelash.
Take care.
Right. Thanks. Best of luck in your search.
Time to do some
And the
research.
game is afoot. Now where to begin my search? Guard at the front would know who has been frequenting the library. Might ask my fellow scholars. Then mayhap I should pay the headmaster a visit as well. Ah, so you can scrutinize people.
Oh.
Let's see now. Of course I've got a key to the archives, and no, I wasn't sleeping, I was resting my eyes. Is all. But even if I was sleeping, why would it matter? What kind of fool would bother stealing a worthless tome anyways? We've gleaned new information. Let's see now. Only Headmaster Yvonne and the guard station outside should have a key to the library archives. Most intriguing. Let's see now. The key to the archives? Oh, I haven't got that, but I'm surprised someone stole a tome considering what they're worth. I've gambling debts myself, so I understand the temptation. He knows the value of the tome. And is burdened with debt to boot. So this man is Sherlock Holmes, is what we're playing here. Let's see now. You know full well I have a key to the special archives, and that I would never be so foolish as to let it fall into the wrong hands. In any event, I had no reason to pursue those tomes in quite some time. He has a key, that is true, but the dust gathered upon it suggests he's not used it lately.
Splendid!
That should be all the information I need to solve the case. The headmaster and the guard.
But of course!
It all makes sense now. There are only two keys to the archives, one belonging to the headmaster and one to the guardsman. Whose key was used to unlock the archive? The guards. The headmaster key is safely locked away in his office. Furthermore, he hasn't visited the archives today. On the other hand, the guard has been acting suspiciously of late, even sleeping while on active duty.
Aho!
It would all be too easy to lift the key off his person. So it is possible that the guard is our man.
No.
He would have no motive. So it must be someone who understands the true value of the tome. Which is to say, one of my colleagues. And most likely, one who has incurred a frightful gambling debt.
Which means that...
pull it all together, and our villain is... Russell.
Yes.
Indubitably, the shifty scholar Russell. Yes, I dare say my logic is foolproof.
Shall we begin?
All that remains is to find our man and make him confess to the crime. And this is when he joins the party. Word has it he's been doing his research underground these days.
Now then.
I think it's time I did some field work of my own. And so I have taken it upon myself to investigate this suspicious scholar. Interested in coming along, are you? It seems you have quite the curious streak yourself. But of course, mysteries exist only to be solved after all. It is the utmost importance to remember that. Ah, but there I go again. Don't let me talk your ear off, but I will be glad for your help. Let's get right off to business now. No doubt we'll find Russell in the laboratory down below. Cyrus has joined the party. See, what level are you? Can I... Nope. What about you? Nope. You can guide you. Yes. I've only got 2 summons left. Let the flame guide your path. Despite what you might think, I am actually rather devout. The subterranean study, danger level 4? What the hell? God damn. I'll be honest, that's not what I was expecting.
Standest
Skeleton.
thou against me, then be hunted.
Study foe.
Now, what next?
Fireball, yeah, so you're a mage. So he's our mage. He has magic. And he gleams 1 weakness of each foe.
I'll do my best.
Go ahead and summon the merchant. Hopefully he'll stab the bat. He did not stab the bat.
Come in, if thou darest.
Summon beast. Summon the wolf. Stab the bat. Not the bat.
Letting the hunt beginning.
0% chance to capture me. Alrighty. Beast War, some beast. Use our last wolf. Get that break. Wolf return to the wild. That's
My
fine.
turn now.
Now you
No,
defend.
you will not.
Go ahead and weaken it a little more for
Now,
me.
what next? I think not.
Defend.
What is the logical course of action?
Defend
Think
again.
Not.
I'll do my best.
Defend
No,
again.
you
Please
will
don't kill
not.
it. God damn it. Immediate level up for Cyrus. That doesn't surprise me at all. Do. More items is always good. Hello, random merchant. I see you up there.
Time to teach you a lesson.
You surprised your foe. Study foe.
Letting the hunt beginning.
I don't know what the fuck this thing is, but I want to capture it. A fire sentinel.
I'll not be defeated.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Yes. You get a free fire spell?
Well
Hell yeah.
then.
Oh, ice, pierce them through.
Boom.
Come in, if thou darest.
Hit it with a snow fox. Boom.
I honor thee, my quarry.
Get that versatility covered with our summons, or our captures, not our summons. I was like, where the fuck are we going? All that for an inspiring plum, huh? Could be worse, I suppose.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunted.
Oh, every time we go into combat,
the
we
hunt.
lose.
An interesting dilemma.
My turn now.
An interesting dilemma.
Boom!
Come in, if thou darest.
Boom. Untouchable
Thou
again.
canst fight with courage.
Give me that extra money, son. Cyrus is now level 4. Ophelia is level 7. Hinat is not level 10. Almost. Almost. Not quite, though.
There is no choice.
Study foe. They're weak to the lances as well.
Come in,
Interesting.
if thou darest.
Bam! Ah.
What next?
Win.
I'll not be defeated.
Holy light.
Oh, sacred light.
So you're not weak to that, but that hurts.
Let him.
React swings, and you're dead, son.
I honor thee, my quarry.
Bonus experience for everyone. 2 more fights. 2, maybe 3. So it depends on what we fight. But 2, maybe 3 more fights.
I've done my research on you.
We,
Let my arrow fly and true.
Noise.
Now. Oh, ice!
I'll have another
Through.
level up with Hinat, though. And 2,
Well,
2
then.
more fights, actually.
I'll do my.
Boom!
The flame guides us true.
Another level up for Cyrus. He's now level 5. Already catching up relatively quickly, man. You started this at level 1. Anything, just say the word. What do you have? Nothing I need. Thank you, though, for the offer. Now we're gonna go get this item real fast. Try and run to a combat before this fight up there, because that's obviously the boss fight right there.
Can't we settle this like gentlemen?
I'll do my best.
Did not mean to flee.
What next?
Well then. There!
An interesting dilemma.
Take him. Thank you.
What next?
Never mind, I
The
thought
hunt
Fire
ends.
Sentinel was only 2, not fucking 4. Alright, so we do need 1 more combat though, because that was only 1 enemy. What's up here? Ah, yes. With an old coin. Interesting. Come on, 2 Fire Sentinels. Not this
protect
fuck
us.
again. I
My
don't know
turn
what
now.
type of magic that is.
Come in, if thou darest.
Beast, level 2. Snow Fox.
Thus ends your lesson.
There we go. I wanted that level up, so she's level 10. Now let's fight this man. He's clearly making something.
What?
Professor Albright? Are you always in the habit of barging into peers' offices while they're working?
Excuse me.
My apologies. I would have knocked, but I didn't see a door.
A moment of your time.
A props of nothing, mayhap you heard that a certain tome was stolen from the archives. I haven't had the faintest clue what you're talking about.
Come now.
Come now, Russell. Playing dumb is just going to drag this out for the both of us. So let's cut straight to the heart of the matter. You're a thief, and I can prove it. What? The hells you can!
The truth is...
Unfortunately for you, at precisely the moment you were trying to sneak back with the key, your friend, the guardsman, was just waking up from his little slumber.
Huh?
But that's impossible! He was asleep, I'm positively... Ah!
A hole.
Keeping up on our friend Solomon's, are we, old chum? It was a slip of the tongue, I tell you. I know nothing about this goddamn's book.
Is that so?
Figured you'd say as much. Then perhaps you care to accompany me to the academy to prove your innocence, of course. Damn it! Damn it all to hell! It was a perfect plan, if not for your bloody meddling. I could have had it all.
I don't think this one will listen to reason.
Lightning,
Listen the hunt
say.
beginning. Like
Thunderbird.
done my bidding.
I'll do my best.
Turn one summon the merchant. Fireball!
Flames, rage strong.
What? The water is weak to fire? What? Does that make any fucking
Come
sense?
in, if that.
Why did you not target the one that was vulnerable?
Oh,
Light.
sacred light.
Didn't give me as much as I was helping, but it's fine. All skills. Let's win. Them all.
Oh, ice, pierce them through.
It might be time to pop a heal. It's gonna be time to pop a heal.
What next?
As you win.
What next?
Oh, the water was clearing up now. They are doing perfectly fine. Twin Beast. Lizardman, attack all.
My turn now.
Nice. Play skills. Heal wound.
Let your
Level 2.
wounds be healed.
Wish it had retreated.
Well then. Yeah.
I attacked the wrong person. God damn it.
Come in, if thou darest.
Nice break.
Now, what next?
Fireball!
Come in, if thou darest.
Ouch. Oh. Russell was muttering an incantation.
Oh, ice, pierce them through.
I'll be defeated.
Your wounds.
Let your wounds be healed. Well then.
Thank God. Oh, Jesus. Fireball level 2.
Flames, rage strong.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Beast. Some Namasi Meep. You healed the wrong person, Meep.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Beast. Namasi Meep. Still healed the wrong person, Meep.
Well then.
You know, just use healing
Have
grade
this.
on Cyrus.
Let's
Get
try
your
this.
SP back. And
What is the logical course of action?
Fireball.
Flames, rage strong.
Coming. Holding back nothing.
I'll do my best.
Send the merchant back.
Now, what next?
Ice wind.
Letting the hunt begin.
Well then.
Strike him again.
What is the logical...
Coming. Coming.
I'll do my best.
That's a lot of damage.
I'll do my best.
How you looking, Russell? You are still looking fine, actually. Disregard. Me shit talking.
What next?
Now, what next?
You were finally in the yellow.
Coming, if thou darest.
Oh.
Oh, ice, pierce them
Boom.
through.
I'll not be defeated. Let your wounds be healed.
Smack. And he's
Letting
been
my
muted.
arrow fly
God.
and true.
Nice.
I'll do my best. Yeah.
And we broke him.
I'll not be defeated.
There's the holy light.
What next?
Snow merit.
What's this now?
I'll not be defeated. There!
What's this now?
Letting the hunt beginning.
What's this now?
I'll not be defeated.
Letting the
Break.
hunt.
He's summon level 2. Boom!
Thou didst fight with courage.
Hell yeah! Feel I reached level 8. Cyrus reached level 6. Got a lot of job points. Which means we can earn a whole bunch of skills. I swear, I never meant to. I just needed the money.
Just so.
That tome would fetch a small fortune, that is true. And yet, did you not for a moment consider the consequences?
Say it is not so.
Stealing that tome, you would steal from our students something more valuable than all the realm's riches. A grave crime, no matter who would perpetuate it, but all the more unforgivable when committed by the one who calls himself a scholar.
Thank you.
Well, I'll be. You actually did crack the case of the stolen book.
Indeed.
That I did, and yet I fear that I may not be the only volume our friend has purloined. Russell has already confessed to the full extent of his crimes and revealed the names of his business associates. We need only track down the books and purchase them back. I'll speak to the guards and see that we redouble the security of the archives. What's this? It says there's another book still missing. Did that scoundrel of a scholar steal this one as well?
Actually,
From the far reaches of hell. No, I can assure you that he did not. It's been missing for some 15 years now. Russell's aggressive borrowing only extends some 2 years back.
I see.
I see. But this volume was lost, or stolen, long before that.
yes.
Right as always, Professor. Pray tell me more about From the Far Reaches of Hell. According to our records, it would seem to be a compendium of ancient rites and long-lost magics.
Actually,
If I am not mistaken, it was the single oldest volume housed within our archives. Needless to say, it was a tremendous loss.
Most intriguing.
Oh, yet another mystery, it would seem. Professor Albright, the headmaster would like to speak with you at once.
Is Artemis?
Again? What could it be this time? Perhaps he plans to commend you for your role in apprehending the librarian thief? I have no interest in accolades, but if he insists, I don't think that's what it's about to be. Bad things are about to happen to you, Professor. That's the feeling I'm getting. And that's the real unfortunate feeling I'm getting here. It's not good things for you, my friend.
I've brought Professor Albright, as asked, sir.
Good. Enter.
Yeah, he sounds pissed.
Thank you, Lucia.
Yes, Headmaster. What can I do for you? Something tells me he's not about to offer a commendation.
Yup.
Professor Albright, a most troubling report has reached my ears.
A report, sir?
An anonymous source claims that you have abused your prestigious position to enter into an illicit relationship with Her Highness the Princess.
Tressa, you fucking bitch.
Oh. And you believed this report, sir?
If it is untrue, then say so.
Why, it is unfounded, unsubstantiated, balderdash of the highest order.
I would like to take your words at face value, Professor, but I fear the situation is not so simple. A rumor regarding the royal family Even an unsubstantiated one such as this is sure to spread quickly.
I'm fired.
If we do not take swift action, Princess Mary's good name could be forever sullied. That is something that simply cannot be allowed to happen. Surely you understand.
And so what do you intend to do with me, sir?
You're fired,
It is
or you're
not
going to be arrested.
an easy decision to make. Dismissing you outright would be tantamount to an admission of guilt.
If I may be so bold, Headmaster, what about a sabbatical? Professor Albright is put on extended leave, while official accounts state that he's doing fieldwork in a distant land.
What say you, Cyrus? This way, both the Academy's reputation and your own will remain intact.
Well, it's not the worst thing in the world, I suppose.
My reputation?
Do we have a problem, Professor?
Not at all, Headmaster. On the contrary, this might prove the perfect opportunity.
Opportunity? For what?
As a matter of fact, there is a matter which has piqued my interest of late. I was just wondering when I might find the time to do a bit of research in the field. I think I will set forth on a journey. In search of an ancient tome that disappeared 15 years ago.
Cyrus, what the fuck, man?
Besides, if I am not permitted to share what I have learned with my peers and the public, there is little point in continuing my research here.
Is that so? Do tell, Professor. What is it that you intend to investigate?
As regards a certain tome. Now, if you will forgive me, I must begin packing for my journey. Good day to you, Headmaster.
An enigma as ever, that one.
See, now I don't hate the headmaster as much, because he was the one put in that difficult situation. Fuck you!
Professor!
Oh, Cyrus, what is it?
I heard that you were leaving the academy.
You are correct.
Then you heard true.
Professor, I'm so sorry.
I see. So you were the source of the rumor.
You knew?
Not until just this moment, when you apologized. And yet, I cannot fathom your motive. Why would you tell such a terrible lie?
You're always helping Her Highness, answering her every question. I just wanted you to pay more attention to me.
What the fuck? You...
And that's why you went to the headmaster.
Yes, but I just wanted to get you in a little trouble.
By saying I was fucking the royal princess by using... No! No!
I didn't think they would. I am so sorry, Professor. Can you ever forgive me?
Worry not, my dear. It just so happens that I was looking for a good excuse to go on a journey.
You are too forgiving.
You were?
For some time now, I've wanted to travel the realm and see what can be learned beyond these halls. I dare say the timing couldn't have been better. You see, there's a certain matter I simply can't wait to investigate.
God damn it, Cyrus.
So fret not, my girl. If for anything, you've done me a favor. Besides, I am not entirely without fault in the matter. Indeed, I have not been as attentive to you as I should. Had I realized your true intention sooner, I would not be in this position.
Professor, whatever do you...
If only I had realized how devoted you were to your studies, my dear girl.
Bruh! Come on!
My studies.
Fucking what?
I have always striven to treat all my students equally.
I hate you. I actually hate you now,
Yet,
Cyrus.
Her Highness is always eager to ask questions, and I was all too eager to answer them. In doing so, I may have given the impression that I favored her above you and the others. This was not my intention, but I am at fault all the same. Yes, if only I had seen you for the ardent and devoted young scholar that you are.
Professor... Perhaps you're not quite as sharp as I thought you were.
Ooh. She's not wrong, though.
Yes?
Never mind.
Awkward.
In that case, I should be off. Pray do not shirk your studies, my girl.
Yes, Professor. Will I ever see you again?
Not for some time, I'm afraid.
I do not see why not, provided we both still live.
I'm still not happy with her. Cyrus was way too forgiving. Have to leave town now, though. Went the wrong way. Okay.
Now, I must find out all I can about From the Far Reaches of Hell. My erstwhile colleague Odette knows more about arcane studies than anyone I know. Last I heard, she sojourned in Quarry Quest. I should begin my journey there.
So, for people curious, by the way, we are fully completing everyone's story. Or we're going to try to, anyways. Hello, mysterious stranger. And so, Cyrus left the academy behind in search for the lost tome. From the far reaches of hell, what secrets might its pages hold? Only the gods know. Is that a fucking assassin sent after Cyrus? Alright. Where is Cyrus's next chapter? That's the big thing. Whoa. It is way out there. So, I see exactly probably one of the ideal paths they wanted you to take. They wanted you to start with Cyrus, go get Ophelia, then get Hinat, getting Therion, then heading to Cyrus's quest, before picking up Alphen, or maybe going to Alphen, then Ophelia's quest, and you're heading back up to Cyrus's quest, before then picking up Primrose or Tressa, depending on which one you want to go to at that point. Then picking up the others, then going to Hinat. That's not the order I'm going to do it, though. Because I would like a fourth party member before we continue onwards. So our options, if we can head directly south here, this being an actual place to go. If not, we'll have to cross the ocean.
I've done my research on you.
weak to ice.
An interesting dilemma.
And with that double icy wind!
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Use my last snow fox. Hit him with that.
I'll not be defeated.
Smack.
An
Wish
interesting
frog in
dilemma.
3. You're a frog in 3. I would like to capture you. Smack.
Coming, if thou darest.
Capture, 100%. Skills double strike. Fuck yeah. Come on, brother. Come on.
My turn now.
Alright, so you want to break this
Coming,
one now.
if thou darest.
Bow, weak to the bow.
Well then.
Smack the shit out of
An
him. Don't need to use the magic.
not bad. A passing grade.
We got a Nox root for our trouble. North Ripple-Tide Coast. Is there a pathway across, or is this a dead end? We'll find out in the next episode. I've been your host, GSmith624. May our paths cross once again, ladies and gentlemen.